took Kentucky. I took basically the whole Mississippi except New Orleans. And then he just had these like string of random units that I could overrun while on my way to a Gulf Coast vacation. So he's chilling in Sabine City, waiting for the next turn.
Is your opponent still like, I've got this?
My opponent keeps getting slower and slower about when he takes turns.
Sure.
Fair.
So can you guys hear background noise when I talk?
Nope.
No.
Okay, good. We had a bit of a disaster today.
Oh, I'm sorry. What happened?
Well, my friend who owns the place got a new dishwasher, so they hooked the old dishwasher out last night, and then found out they didn't have a part, so they just left things sitting around, assuming they'd turn the water off. Spoiler alert, they didn't quite get it tight enough. So the basement's a bit wet, and so we got fans running and stuff.
Fair.
Good times.
Yeah, great times. Great times for the guy who lives in the basement.
I don't think that's accurate.
Well, it's only one room, and it's not the room. There's a door between me and the water, so it's okay.
Sure.
Except that now it's going to be a swamp down here because we're running fans and heaters. As long as you guys can't hear it, then I don't actually care that much.
Yeah, I'm definitely not hearing it, so.
Ugh.
Alright, so, under my face today... Oh, I need to turn the music on. Under my face today, we have...
Do you have a job yet, Rob?
Wooden strongbox.
No.
And a guildmaster.
I was supposed to hear back from a company that I thought had a good, I thought an interview went well with them. I'm supposed to hear back from like today. But
Okay.
I haven't heard back from them yet.
So, Clay Supports is really good with a lot of different cards.
So yeah, I guess there's a non-zero chance that I
powerful.
might have to take a phone call.
Fair.
And down here, like, Educator, I think is just the clear choice, especially in the second seat. Like, you get to drop Educator and then play a second off immediately, which is pretty fantastic. I expect Guildmaster, Stonecutter,
started without you,
and Master Builder to go away.
That means I can pull up Nick's stream.
You still coming over Wednesday, Rob?
Yeah.
Which means we're getting
I
garbage
guess
back.
like I'm gonna do a technical thing tomorrow. I guess there's a chance that won't get done, in which case maybe I should cancel. Maybe I guess I should cancel now, just because that gives you less ambiguity. Up to you.
Yeah, Educator's the one you need early food for. He gives you
ambiguity. I want to play.
Yeah, me too. Wow. But I should probably prioritize a job.
Right, so prioritize the job tomorrow so you can play on Wednesday.
But that's the plan.
That seems easy. So I'm doing you the favor by leaving the appointment in place.
Sure, yeah. No, absolutely. Like, because there's a chance Tuesday night I'll be like, ugh, I'm not done.
But you want to be done.
I do want to be done. But, like, this take-home technical assignment is like, why don't you write a front-end, middle tier, and back-end? And I'm like, oh, like, you want me to just write your site for you? Okay.
Academic doesn't work the way you would want it to.
Oh, man.
From your fourth occupation, this only costs 2 food, but he doesn't count as... Yeah, because he only counts for 2 occupations for minor improvements and when scoring the Reeve and the Tutor. Yeah.
Cards I think are good.
I do not want academic unless there's a Reeve. Like, if I get a Reeve, then maybe I take him just to guarantee the contract. But...
You know, like 3 combos in here, and I can't break all of them, damn it.
Yeah, I just shipped them. They were mild enough combos, I think.
Yeah, I think we're going to do that, sure. Rob, it's on you.
Okay. This is just randomness.
I should put my face back on. Hello.
I guess I'll pretend.
It looks like I'm dropping some frames, which is unfortunate.
That's just not
Hopefully
right.
that clears itself out.
Okay, that just has.
I don't know how to fix it.
And given that, I guess that is.
Yeah, like, I think this is
thing that I
clearly
do.
doing something other than this with that pack would be wrong. I think.
Okay, I've taken some cards.
Fair enough.
Well, John just passed us a host goat and a goose pond and clay roof.
Huh. Cripes. Rob, what are you doing to me?
Right, like what do you do with that pack? I don't know. I took some cards out of it for you, so I helped you out.
Yeah, this pack is insane.
Yeah, I guess.
Like I
Guess
think
I gotta pass some goodness to Nick. So, happy birthday, Nick.
I'm not that old, John.
Well, there's one card that if you drafted that first from your own deck, good game, sir. Good game.
Yeah, you can play make a button. It's true. There's a grain cart and a greengrocer, so that you can really make the grain space really good. Like clay roof lets us build rooms with our clay supports for 2 wood, 2 clay, or 1 wood, 3 clay rather. Like host steward's also just really good. Like, especially since we've got clay supports. Like he's 4 wood and 3 points.
Whatever.
But we can let someone else play it if
Those
there's
are
something better
cards
to do.
on you, Nick.
Yeah, sorry. John's pack is interesting.
Oh yeah.
And my pack was interesting. So the cards I took make for all kinds of ways to go here. I mean, we can also just take the host goat. We don't need to take clay roof. Like, we're already planning on only
So while I'm
paying 1
enjoying
read
for the
for our
people,
rooms.
I think Hannibal is going to turn out to be the better game.
Sure.
It's lighter, so like maybe it's just the same every time and it doesn't have enough variety to beyond game 20.
Like I
But it
think these
seems
3
pretty tight and elegant.
like these are the 4 cards that clearly get taken. So I think Cooking Hearth and Cornstar Host are the ones that come back.
Possible. That's another game where I played it a bunch when it first came out. And I haven't really played it since they've made updates and adjustments.
Like, is Goose Pond just better than Host Goat? Host Goat is
Okay.
6 food and a point.
Yeah, I've
but
only
Goose Pond is 4 food and a point,
I've
and doesn't
basically
occupy
started
the
the
space
game
in our
3
room,
times.
right? Like,
Two of which
this actually feels
two of
better
which
than
were
this.
blowouts by turn 3, and
Especially since we
you
might
know,
end up with a
a
layabout,
surrender
so
took
this is
place.
only 5
One of
food.
which we ran out of. We just didn't finish.
Right.
So I don't have intelligent opinions yet, but
Or we take Clay Roof.
I found I was able to learn the rules in like a 1-2 hour game, as opposed to For the People, where I don't yet know how many hours it takes to know all the rules.
Fair.
Other than I know it's more than like 50.
Yeah. Well, For the People tries to be exceedingly realistic, and so it throws all these weird exceptions and
Oh god, yeah, it's insane.
ideas. Yeah.
It's kind of absurd.
I kind of want to just.
I mean, I guess I'd rather know one game
That.
like that than 0.
like I'm getting a good card back.
I mean, for me, the fun part is learning the
No, I'm
system
not.
and figuring out
These
how to
3
win
go
within
away.
the system.
I don't know. I'm just gonna
sort
do
of
this
in
and
that
go.
sweet spot for that game right now. So.
Cool.
All right, I did a thing. It's probably
Jesus
the wrong thing.
Christ, Nick!
Yeah, enjoy.
What the fuck?
So I got the bad seed, is what I'm hearing.
No, you're getting nuts out of
No.
it too.
Right, but I only get 1 card out of that pack, so
That's as many as I get.
oh,
Yes, that seems good.
That's not true, Nick. There's still 4 cards in here you would want. I'm the one who only gets 1 card out of it.
Did I mention my starting pack was pretty good?
We might be thinking about different lines. I'm not happy with the second worst minor.
It's a lot better than the worst minor, that's all I'm saying. I have played 4 of the 5 minors I'm staring at.
Oh, sure. I've played the other one.
Right.
Once.
Oh, wow.
So we can get a free vegetable with the hobby farmer?
What?
To
That
sow
can't be
into
what
the
I'm doing.
bean field?
No, that's just absurd.
So there is a guildmaster. So the potter is good for other people. He might be how we feed ourselves, though, as like it might be how we get through the first harvest. We might educate
Yeah, there's
ourselves
no way.
up
I don't care how good it looks.
a potter.
Man, I can't even break up all the combos.
Like, we probably get Swineherd last, and that's really good. Like, we're getting something
Yeah,
good.
see,
good
that
from
was
this.
that was my problem with the starting hand. Trust me, Randy, there were even more combos when I.
What the hell did you guys take? I have picked few cards. I think I'm getting worse at this game.
Now you have too much information, so it's harder to make decisions.
We'll try it.
I don't know.
We'll try it.
I feel like I haven't just crushed a game of it in a month. It used to happen periodically.
What even?
Like, we kind of haven't really been playing for a couple of weeks, though.
I mean, I'm in 4 Meeple League games.
Oh,
and
sure.
Last week I did badly on Monday night. I did skip a couple weeks, that's fair.
It's on you, Rob.
Yeah.
I hope it does too. It's very
I'm trying to
possible Randy
decide why
takes
I'm
the
being
2 grain
stupid.
space
I'm
cards,
trying to justify why I'm being stupid, rather.
and then Rob gets.
It could also be the case that I am one of the, 20 or 50 best Agricola players in the world. I just always play with 3 of the others.
That's fair. I like that idea.
Oh. Okay, no, screw it. John, you're a good guy and you deserve good things.
Oh, good.
Elo
How
certainly
good are-
says otherwise, though.
New cards.
All right, so yoke. No, we haven't even
Wow,
seen
this
any
game.
plows. Red
Uh-huh.
paddle is awful.
Yep.
So maybe we can take
Okay.
Oh, now Rob gets to see my pack. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, yeah, okay. I know which one Nick gets.
I do not understand.
All right, that guy's no good because we want to get to Clay. So I kind of want.
Just stop looking.
Because then our first
at
turn
my
can
first
be.
picks like they were cards.
Assuming Randy goes Reedstone Food, we can go Educator. Someone else plays an Ock, we go Rancher and plow a field. Like, I don't think it's that likely someone spite plows a field on us, so I think we start getting our wood. I think we start getting our wood. So this feels good. This feels good. I like this. there's a pretty reasonable chance that we can build a room off the hop.
New
Before we can
cards.
get play supports down like this.
That was quick. Huh. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, so academic came back as expected, sadly. So we get Stockman. We might play him, we might not. He does something. Like he gets us all 3 animal types if we get some wood late game.
That is definitely not one of the cards that I expected to come back.
So do we need to spite the Schnappy from Randy? Because we gave him all sorts of ways to get vegetables.
So I guess I'm taking it.
And it's not like we want either of the other ones. Not that we have a food plan. Like that's the problem. We don't have a food plan at all.
I got your back, John.
I appreciate it.
So maybe we would have been better off building that space.
Ugh.
I don't know.
You don't sound happy about having my back at all, though.
I don't think +1 pig from pigging was there. I think we do just take this. I think it was just pig and breeding. Like one of us is misremembering, and it's probably me. Yeah, this guy is 6 food.
Yeah, sure. It's a thing. We'll do that thing.
Yeah,
It was on you, Randy.
Alright.
what did we get last? We got... Yeah,
I will take greenstone food.
we got +1 pig while pigging 7th. Shadow, we got our swine herd. Did you take the good space?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm the educator.
Oh, dear. Very interesting.
Was that the card that it was GG if he opened?
No, but it's a really good card for him to have opened, given what got
But-
passed to him.
It turns out there's some good cards in this draft.
I am the seasonal worker.
I am also the rancher.
I am the man who has 3 wood.
So I took Potter over at Shadow the first time through.
I guess I have 2 wood.
Because he was my food plan.
Is that true?
Potter was a better food plan
I'm supposed to
than
go get
Swineherd.
clay because major minor flipped. Seems so crappy.
No, you're supposed to get clay and sheep flip.
Alright.
No. Major miner's the more important square than sheep.
But it's not worth it if sheep flip late.
Right. Like, getting first fireplace for 2 food isn't a great use of 2 actions.
I'm gonna plow field.
I am confused, but sure, I will grab 2 food and
He's
also...
the rancher.
I played rancher, John, when
Oh,
you played when you
sure.
played an off.
Sure, that's fair. That's fair.
Oh, you went seasonal worker behind the educator
Yeah,
and got away with it. Lucky
and
man.
got away with it, yes. Well, I knew I was going to hit it eventually. It's not like...
Yeah, sure.
Guess I have to go first.
No, you don't.
You don't
Jerk.
have to.
No, I do, John.
Okay.
I do.
Yeah, I agree. Food will be tough for next Auk, but I think I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need another Auk and play for a while. I don't think. Especially if we get 4 clay.
Okay, game. I don't like you. You don't like me.
Like, if Rob actually start players here, it probably goes
Am I
2
spending
reed
a
stone
wood?
food, and then I get 4 clay.
Go first.
Sure. Well, I mean, 3 wood's going to be right there for you.
And the 4 clay both gets us into being able to eat our sheep, and gets
I
us on
think
the
that
way
I'm
to
going to
place
just
the
go
forks
naked
and/or
start. Let's
fodder.
try this out.
Interesting.
Is that really better?
Better than 2 clay?
That's the question.
What if sheep flips next? You'll be really happy to have that 2 clay.
I hate 2 clays so much.
Like, I would probably rather have 1 reed than 2 clay if I'm not start playing in 4th seed.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
You can then take 1 reed with your next last action as well. It's like going naked start and then first picking 2 reed. Only better.
Only question mark better? Better for Randy.
Well, you give yourself a bunch more options.
I mean, Randy's either going first or second.
Yeah, I'm not complaining either way.
Well, it's
Naked
probably-
start feels terrible to me. I would not naked start.
I mean, I would probably play whatever miner he took out of John's pack.
Might have requirements on it, though.
Right.
That's fair.
Rob, have you considered building a stable to turn off the rancher?
Oh! Oh! Like, that way.
Not like this, Rob. Not like this.
No, I'm gonna try out this naked start. Look, it's a Monday night game. You gotta learn things. Read stone food. Let's learn how bad naked start really feels.
Interesting.
Like, it feels bad, but so does going last in both rounds 1 and 2. Like, that's what I've really
Right, like
found.
I'm just tired of like second and third players refusing to do it. So I'm just gonna start saying screw you guys.
I'm not really
fair.
screwed here, Rob. Oh no, I am.
Yeah.
I am. No, I'm more screwed than if he just let start player stay at Randy. Like, I get 3rd pick instead of 2nd. If I get a good read space if he just says screw it. I'm
You
taking
could just
2 clay.
pretend you played spices. Like, it's the same thing as naked start.
Right. Like I played spices. It's
It just fell off the table. Yeah.
Yeah, then I accidentally dropped spices and didn't notice until the end of the game.
Poor village elder. He wants you to have your spices.
Yeah, I'll take 2. I'll take 2 reed.
Screw that guy.
I will take 4 clay.
Sure. I'll drop down an occupation. I am the church ward.
Oh.
Nick, would you like to cheat?
I would like to say I don't have enough food, but it still makes me hit end anyway.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
cut in. Cut it and say nothing.
I'll take 3 wood. So,
Yes?
no, never mind. I remember that I had a question about one of my league games.
But I'm in it
No, you're not.
because I'm in quite a few of your league games.
I'm gonna play the stone cutter.
Interesting. I still don't have enough food. Thanks, game.
But it is actually your turn.
Yeah, well, I couldn't take an action though. I had to end my turn before I could take my turn. I'm just gonna build a fireplace. Get this
Yeah,
out of the way.
that 2 play would have felt real bad. Real bad.
I will start player with this brushwood
Oh.
and then grab 4 wood.
Wheatstone food.
And look at all these people building rooms. I'm just sitting over here with my books in my fireplace, burning my books.
And a field. I will fish for 3 food.
Anything
Nick,
could happen.
would you like an occupation?
Maybe.
I am the carpenter.
Oh dear. Yeah, sure. I'm the master shepherd.
There you go. There's some sheep
Let's
for you.
eat some sheep. You don't need sheep to flip that first fireplace be good. Sometimes they just show up at your front door, begging to be slaughtered.
The fair cop.
Eat me, Nick.
How fun is building rooms? All the fun. All the fun.
So we maybe...
Occupation Guildmaster.
Ooh. Huh.
I wish I could play an Auk, but I cannot eat the sheep yet. They have not yet arrived.
You can't eat the sheep on spec?
That's a LOL talent now. Buy items on spec. I will definitely pay you Tuesday for a sheep burger today. So the hope here is that Randy...
Start player house goes.
Start player host goats, yeah. Interesting. Okay, good. Rob didn't build a room.
Rob wants to build a BMW before he builds a room.
I do what I want.
I'm just saying, Rancher is happy that you didn't occupy a space this round.
Ah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, you're right. You got lucky there.
Well, I plow a field here if he doesn't. I'm considering still plowing a field anyway.
Got it.
Someone be building a room next turn.
That is true. It's either Randy or me or Rob.
Nick, your video cut out. Are you aware?
Yeah.
Okay.
My internet's bad. There's nothing I can do about it.
Gotcha.
But
All
hope.
right, I guess I'll turn on the sound in here then.
Do you want to pick my next action, Shadow?
No, I'd rather be snarky about your next action.
Shadow has his own win conditions.
I do. Actually, I don't know where we're at because Nick stopped streaming.
I'm on my last action, thinking about what I want to do.
Is start player taken?
Yep.
Yeah, I
There
took it.
was a host goat played.
Oh, shocking.
I'm just trying to figure out the miners that 2 different people took over House Goat. I've never played a third pick House Goat before. It's probably not true. I probably did way back at the beginning of my career, but before anybody knew what they were doing.
Reasonably
Oh.
sure I know what Nick's was.
I know what Nick wants to do here, but Nick doesn't know what Nick wants to do here, which is fair.
Well, Nick's got ideas.
Do you know what
Fair.
I'm supposed to open with? Because I really wish I knew what I'm.
Well, Nick has to take an action before I know what you're supposed to open with. Does John have the ability to build rooms?
Yes.
Yes.
Everyone who's not Nick has the ability to build rooms.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm not building rooms.
And Randy, you have you have 3 of 4 food.
Yeah.
So awkward as fuck.
I think I'm just gonna traveling players for 3 food.
That's what I do in your spot, Nick. 100
Yeah.
times out of
It definitely
100.
feels like the educator who needs to be fed this
Yeah,
round
for sure.
harvest.
Well, but there's 2 sheep that I can get for 4 food this round, or I could leave that for 4 food. Like,
Right.
I could have
Well-
taken 3 wood and then 2 reed with my first action, leaving probably enough food on the board for me. Like, now I'm just saying I'm building rooms last, screw it. But I decided I'm willing to just build rooms last, screw it.
I don't know that you're building rooms last. I mean,
Not if Randy shoves with this action.
yeah, it does depend on how Randy handles this action.
The problem is that Randy's 1 food shy. Reedstone food probably doesn't come to him, and then what?
And then fishing for what?
And he just steps on your day labor, and maybe you start with day labor because he's stepping your day labor, and then what? Right? So Randy's in an interesting spot, especially with Nick taking 3 food. I don't think
Then
if
Randy
he
gets
left.
for 1.
Right. No, he just takes a begging card because that's what Nick says you do here. That's what we've learned. You just beg.
So, here's my other line. I'll just out publicly.
I know the other line.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's totally fine. It's 100% reasonable.
Are you sure you know what I'm talking about?
Nope. Nope, but I believe you're a perfectly reasonable person.
I'm gonna go plug my wire in. Because I'm streaming at about 12 kilobits a second, and that's not good enough.
Perfectly reasonable people sometimes come up with perfectly unreasonable lines. I know this.
Oh, this game. I am so looking forward to being at Farmageddon this month.
Oh, we lost Shadow and Randy to another room.
Oh, fine. Alright, I'm gonna go get soda. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, I'm back. Did something happen? No. We're still on Randy? Am I here? Oh, Randy's not here. He got pulled into a channel with Shadow.
Alright, are they back yet?
I'm kind of back. My stream's not back, which has me concerned.
BMW.
Oh!
I like it. I like it.
Shadow Knight. So Shadows, I know what your other crazy line is, which was tag team.
Was what?
BMW. When I played the Stonecutter, it was in an effort to rush BMW.
Fair.
At least that was my plan. And then Rob was like, "Now or never."
Rob was like now or never.
What you doing, Nick?
Oh yeah, you built it? Sure.
Yeah, I did. You forced me to.
Well, sure. Like.
I'm taking 2 reed. That's what I'm doing. Room part slow and steady.
I got room parts, so I am rooming. Here's Rob.
I Wheatstone food. Yeah.
Rob was getting 3 read at the end of his action no matter what happened.
Fair. So I'm supposed to second pick 4 wood? I didn't know that was a thing.
Nope, right, because you can feed. Never mind.
Good wheel, bro.
Sure.
Here's Nick.
Yeah, I'm bitter. You turned off my rancher.
Yep.
I mean, that was going to happen
Yeah.
pretty soon here, right?
Well, that's why I was considering plowing a field last round instead of taking 3 food. I mean, I think rancher just gets to be turned off for a while.
I mean, at least I didn't build a stable.
Yeah, why didn't you build a stable?
To turn off the rancher and threaten the sheep. Yeah.
Because Carpenter says I want my wood for other good purposes. Same
Like
with Rob.
fences.
Sorry, Rob, what were you going to say?
Like fences.
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna take 4 clay. Nate,
Sorry, Nick, what did you do?
4 clay for Nick.
I took 4 clay.
Okay.
I like that move so much, Nick. So much.
Occupation? I'm a layabout.
I am a potter.
Ah. Nice.
My potter.
I was like, oh, I passed a guild master. I need to take the potter.
You passed the guild. Oh, sure, because you had educator, of course.
Yeah, turns out when your starting pack is educator, guild master, and stonecutter, you get to know what's going on.
Fair. Fair.
I guess I'm supposed to start player here.
Feels like next turn's board is going to be kind of
With the most ironic of cards, Rob? Is it the most ironic of cards? That's how I'd start player.
No, it's not the most ironic of cards.
Okay.
It would be maybe a reasonable start player action.
Naked number 2? I only take 6 of 8 actions in the first harvest.
But, yeah, yeah.
Holiday house. Start player, holiday
I'll start
house.
player potato dibber.
Dipping all the potatoes.
Dib, dib, dib.
Randy to feed.
Fed.
I will eat a clay and a sheep.
I understand this whole harvest thing you guys are doing, but go with it.
I wanted that layabout back, John.
Oh, I know
wanted
you
it
did.
badly.
Once you played educator, I looked at my hand and was like, I passed you some good stuff, and I kept some good stuff.
That's why I passed a host goat. I was taking one of the harvests off.
Nick, your turn to take a sheep
Oh,
and
sweet.
do anything you want with it.
I'm gonna put it in my house. For now.
I'll take 6 wood.
Why does no one want wood anymore? This game has been weird.
I think a lot of us wanted to not take begging cards more than we wanted to take wood last round.
Yeah.
I think I have to take Redstone food here.
I want to do that with my second action. So what am I doing with my first action? Wait, does that even work? Does building a room next round help me?
The current queue has you pretty solidly fourth.
Yeah, but does start playing so I can build a room next round even help? Start player, build a room. No, because then John start players.
Yeah, it cuts you ahead of Randy, but Randy will have plenty of time to catch back up.
Well, if growth flips next round, then I build a room in 6, John grows in 6, Robb start players. Then
Randy grabs Reed and then builds a room.
No, Randy builds a room in 7, but then I get to start player. He can't start. So if it flips in 6, I cut ahead of Randy by start playing here. I don't know if that's good enough.
If your start player also gives you wood.
Oh wait, well, I'm asserting I get to build a room next round.
Okay.
I get a second action this round. I will get wood. Or I can just be last.
Nick, apparently your stream is like 30 seconds on, 90 seconds off.
Yeah, I'm dropping 98% of my frames. There's not a whole lot I can do about it. I switched to the wire. Like, I'm connected straight to the hub now, and doesn't seem to be fixing anything. So on the plus side, I'm still recording fine, even though I'm not really streaming. Hopefully it fixes itself at some point. Yeah, let's just go. We'll grow last. We'll grow all the last. I'm gonna take 5 clay.
Oh, by the way, BPA play by email through the ages term.
You cut off at the end there, Randy. What about that? Is it starting?
Approved, and the website exists.
Awesome.
Hooray.
I've now asked Rich Shea to clone the website for Agricola.
Huzzah! Then I can go through my approval process.
Yep.
All right. So
The entire exchange was like me saying 3 sentences and Ken saying 3 sentences. It's kind of awesome.
Gotcha.
All right. So
I mean, the website speaks for itself, basically.
Sure.
I think I grabbed 4 wood here because the only person who can build a room is Robb. And if Robb start players, he doesn't build a room, and in all other circumstances, I go before him next turn.
Well, not if nobody start players. You have to start player to make that work.
Right, but I'm going to posit that, yeah, but I am fine with start playering with my second action.
Then you are correct.
The assumption that no one has wooden HUD extension as it is a banned card.
I mean, that's not the only way that I could build a room suddenly. If Randy were to start player for me, please.
Yeah, that's true. You could Reno into a clay HUD extension.
Or just Reno into a clay supports. Because, probably a more likely outcome.
Yeah, but he still needs to build the room.
Sure, Randy has to start player for him.
Right, but he
John
renos
still
this
gets-
turn. I still get to grow next turn, and the last growth doesn't flip till 7.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm rambling. It is on you, Rob.
This was the thought process I was going through, anyways. So,
Got
So,
it.
I'm assert. I
like,
guess I was
do
asserting
I need
Rob
to
was
build a
building
room?
a
Here's
room.
my question.
I think you do because I'm probably going to start player, and
Good,
then you
that-
want to start player next round? Or,
No, I can build rooms next round. in which case
right,
I
and block
start
everyone
player
else.
room.
Fair.
Right,
Yeah.
but if John doesn't have to start player, let's say someone else does, John can build a room and then start player next round and grow twice in a row. Not that he's a food plant, but he has the ability to grow twice in a row if you're not careful. That's all.
Right. That's fair.
So that's the only risk that you're taking.
Also,
But John's
John
a good guy.
John doesn't need to start player if Rob doesn't build a room, though. He's still the only person with a room.
Right.
No, I agree completely.
Yeah, if Rob doesn't build a room, John can just build another one.
Yes.
That's funny.
And then he'd start player next round first, and then grow, and then grow. Whee!
And then clone his layabout. That's a
Yeah,
card,
well,
right?
he's got an
Clone?
issue at that point.
Yeah, he does lose.
That
No,
is
I mean-
future John's problem. And
But to be
future-
fair, seasonal worker is certainly 3 food around, and if he can find some clay in a fireplace, it could be 4 food. It's like a bad dancer.
He can't have clay. I've
I
called
agree.
dibs.
I've noticed.
Oh. And so if I do build room here, this means that I am fine.
You're basically locking in second.
I'm basically locking in second.
Which I believe is your best case scenario.
Right.
I mean, I'm also not seeing that this board has stuff on it that's better for
Yeah,
you.
like, so that's
I mean, unless you're looking to get out a cheap occupation, I feel like grabbing the room
both
now.
occupation spots are cheap anyway, so I don't really care.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to skip it and run the risk that I grow twice, I am perfectly fine with that.
I'm pretty sure I'm fine with that risk. I don't rate it too high.
Yeah, so it turns out if we reno with our first action, we just force this from Rob. Like, 'cause then we can build a room if he doesn't.
Oh. I'll build a room. And 2 stables.
No! Bad, Rob!
Someone hates the rancher.
And the
I
fireplace
actually
man.
forgot
Bad.
about the rancher.
Bad,
I'm
Rob.
doing it for the sheep, which also Nick cares about.
Yes! You're hitting me from
Hilarious.
all angles.
Hilarious.
I will play head of the family.
Nice.
And I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Sure.
Guess I cook my sheep. And I will be the house steward. Yeah, I will be the house steward. Do I need the sheep? Does Rob take 4 sheep? So I've already got 1 sheep coming in. And I'm still the potter, so I get to eat the clay. So I am fed. even without the sheep. I'm gonna Reno clay supports.
See how it's going to be this game. Boy, I was inadvertently such a good player. All right, pop quiz for the stream. What's the miner that John kept over House Goat that required him to get 4 ox out?
Is it Quarry?
Animal Pen.
Oh, it should have been Quarry.
Oh man, I would have liked that animal pen, John.
Oh, I know. I know.
Family growth flipped.
I'm gonna grab a sheep.
I am gonna pay labor for a bit. No, wait, sorry. I'm gonna family growth and drop down. Clay roof is free, sure.
Really?
Fascinating. I mean, it's obvious because Rob didn't play it ironically.
Yeah.
I assumed Randy had it.
I don't know why Randy doesn't have it.
Randy took the house goat over it.
Yeah, Randy has
Oh,
house
it was
goat.
in that
Oh, yeah.
pack. Yeah, right.
Right, it was in the killer first. It was in my killer.
Yeah.
I know what Nick took over it. Randy took house goat.
Yep,
Rob
and
took something.
Rob took a thing.
I mean, like,
The other card in the pack.
I knew Brushwood Roof existed.
Sure.
So, like, and I know I've got Guildmaster. I want Reedstone Food.
What I missed?
I played some
John
things.
played family growth with clay supports.
And I star playered with animal.
No, he did clay roof. I played clay supports. Get it right, Shadow.
My bad.
Oh.
A lot of things happened with the word clay in it.
A lot of things happened.
I played a host steward, so you want to build the most rooms, and I played a clay support, so I'm going to build the most rooms.
Pro tip.
My carpenter says different, but we'll see. It's going to be fun.
Oh, Jesus. And then John went star player animal pen and then family growth flip.
And they all thank you for your head of the family because they need you out the way.
Yeah, please, please.
Yeah, I'm like, do I actually need to start player here? I don't think that I do.
Randy doesn't grow till next turn because he doesn't have the stuff, I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Randy
not
doesn't go
Randy
till
he's
next
concerned
turn.
about. It's me. I'm the one he's competing with.
Yeah. But Nick's not allowed to actually start player because then you can build rooms, John.
Right, he's not going to start player first.
Yeah.
He might.
He might.
He might, Rabbit, he might.
He might. We'll see how
Maybe
it
he's got a
works out.
clay
Wow,
hut
we
extension
crazy
in
guy.
his hand. Like, there are cards that make my start playering make sense. It is clay hut extension.
Yep. It's true.
Like, so it's not Nick is always crazy when he start players here.
John certainly took animal pen, and Randy took house goat.
Right. So, like, Nick could be holding a clay hut extension. I agree. Oh.
And then you grow really late, because
And then I don't grow.
then John builds a room this round
I just
after
play with 2 family members, okay? Just like, I got 2, it's good enough, this house is for sheep or something.
Leave the third room open to let. Maybe
Or you
make
could
some
just
food.
start player.
Nope.
Like, John can start player if you don't.
Yeah, John's start playing is fine by me. If John's second action is start player,
Oh, yeah, no, that's true.
I'm
yeah.
fine with this plan.
It's when I start player for John.
Yeah, you have to start player for John, is how this has to go down.
Or clay hut extension.
Or start player clay hut extension. And maybe I should be concerned about that.
I'm really not sure why Robb is doodling, like, is dawdling.
But I'm not. Ugh.
Like, it
Does
might
this
pay
matter?
off for him, but... Like, do I guess my question is, do I build a room here? Like, forces start player? Like, I can build a room and 2 stables.
Screw it. I am the basket maker. Go.
No, I don't know that I want to go. Alright, I'm gonna cook the sheep so that I can look at my ox.
Yeah, Rob, the card I was saying that Nick auto wins if he had kept first was Guildmaster, because I had passed him both the basket maker and the potter.
Sure.
But obviously, I didn't know Stonecutter and Educator were in that same pack, which kind of makes things different. So
Sure.
So I think I cancel here and keep my sheep.
So I hate being on the Guildmaster side of the Guildmaster Stonecutter fight. Do you guys agree or disagree?
I agree slightly. I mean, neither side's a great side to be on, but Stonecutter,
Right.
you've got more options, and you've
But
got tempo because things cost less.
Yeah. Like, I
Right,
think...
so if your choice is Stonecutter or Guildmaster, you guys take...
Yeah.
That's what I did. Just...
Yeah, no, I think that's the right one. I mean...
I then passed a basket maker and hated my way.
Right, like I don't play the Guildmaster. I don't think if I don't also have this basket maker.
Sure. I take 2 read.
Interesting.
I mean, it feeds me and gives me room parts. I don't think I have any choice there.
I was just not surprised, not expecting to have both build a room and 4 sheep and start player all still be here. So I'm not sure which I want.
Fair.
Like, cause you're guildmaster, but or head of the family, but you've only got 1 action left, so it's not like you're spiting me by building a room first.
I'll tell you what. 2 of my next 3 actions will be build a room and grow.
I believe it. I believe it.
I don't know what the 3rd one is yet, but if I like something on my next turn, then I'm probably building rooms in front. And if I don't, I'm probably building rooms in front of you now.
I think I'm building a room and 2 stables. I think that works out for me. Which makes me really regret not playing this guy.
Not playing what?
I have a Stockman.
Oh, you have a Stockman.
I could have just played Stockman, and then I get a cow when I do this. I just didn't
That
think
sounds great.
Man, yeah, you should have a Stockman in play.
But I think this is still fine. Yeah, this is still fine. Like, this turns my rancher back on. So
First or last, John. First or last.
Why would you want to go first?
That's a good question. Well, the question is if I go first, do I have a good miner to throw? And what do I get?
Yeah, what are you gaining with the start player?
I feel like either Nick or Rob grabs the 4 sheep this round. If I start player, Rob grabs the 4 sheep, absolutely. Maybe that's good? else happens. Randy may build a room, so he gets an action next turn. He takes some stuff. Am I setting myself up for better stuff next turn, or should I just take stuff and go last?
I was not anticipating John start playing for Robb. This feels wrong. Like
I just take stuff. I will take 4 clay.
Yeah, I think John should just take stuff, and he did.
Starts player grain cart.
You love that card so much more than I do.
I don't really love it, but
You took it over Clay Roof.
sure. I don't love Clay Roof when I've got Guildmaster.
I almost took it over, like, second, Randy. Like, that's how
Grain cart?
Yeah.
Oh, there was...
It comboed with something else.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought about taking Grain Cart, Greengrocer there, but there was a house code in the back. Alright, I am going to build a room.
Like I've got Guildmaster and Basket Maker in my hand. I don't think Clay Roof, like, I haven't seen a clay offer yet this game.
There was the one square built to 5. You have seen clay offered.
Yeah.
I don't think he got to see it at 5.
The one square built to 5, and I took 6 wood instead of it. I agree.
That means you could have taken 4 clay the previous turn, obviously. I don't know, I just think Clay Roof's a lot better than Grain Cart.
I think in a vacuum it absolutely is, but...
You okay?
Can we talk about the fact that John just died?
No, I think that was his kid dying.
No, my son died.
No, we'll miss him.
Alright, I am gonna take the 4 sheep. Like, I didn't really have a room for the cow anyway, if I'm getting the sheep.
Okay, Rob, family growth or 6 wood? Oh, you're HS.
Yeah, I'm gonna family growth.
You don't have to. There's a head of the family in this game.
I don't think I'm allowed to take 6 wood. I don't know when I'll family growth next.
I'm allowed to take 6 wood.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, once you start playered, I did not need to think long about building this last turn rather than here.
Sure, I'll play a millstone. Why do I have a millstone?
Oh, you got a grain card.
Millstone's great for Guildmaster.
Millstone's great for stonecutter. Why do I have it?
Millstone's great for spending stone on, but you wanted to use for the Guildmaster. I mean,
Whatever. I'm pretty sure that Guildmaster was just 2 ox that gave me 3 reed.
fair.
A pair of 1.5 read actions. It's not crazy.
Sure makes
Randy
the reed
grabbed
collector
6
look
wood.
good.
Yeah, I took the 6 wood.
So I need to start player, right? Because if I don't, John can, and then he can build a room.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to start player, and I have a goose pond.
Which was what he took out on the back.
Yes, which I decided was better than a house goat.
I will take 4 wood, which is almost as good as 6 wood. Certain values of wood.
Can I just take 1.5 points for the Church Warden and not have to sweat the whether round 12 is family growth or Glasso?
Nope.
Such a big flip. Just 3 points on a coin flip.
I guess I need to take food.
You're eating reed. Alright, you're only eating 1 reed.
Sure, I'll take 4 food. It's probably wrong.
Family growth with the bean field.
So Rob, you put 1 food over a grain, or 2 food over a grain?
Right, like that's the question. It's 2 food over a grain. I don't know.
Well, if you think you're gonna have food problems, then that's fine.
Like,
And 1 grain doesn't mean a whole lot because you got grain cart and you're gonna hit it a couple of times.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's fair. That's fair. And you're not exactly set up for doing anything special with the clay grain anytime soon.
If I had clay on me, then I would probably leave myself the grain. But
whoa, clay?
I know. What's that?
No, mine. I've called dibs on that.
Speaking of which, Nick, it is yours.
I am debating what resources I need to build my next room with. I think it's reedstone food.
2 actions to John.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop down 2 rooms. One of them with 5 wood, one of them with 3 wood and 2 clay.
Making use of the clay roof.
Leaving yourself with 2 clay.
I don't know what that's for. I'll find a use. And then I will day labor for 2 food and a vegetable. Here's Rob.
Lunch.
Fed.
I will eat a sheep. I will... Do I eat a clay? Yes, I will also eat a clay. And I will regrow my sheep. I have lunched.
I will just eat food that I labored for and penned for.
I will family growth. And my miner. Will be... a reed exchange, but I don't know if I'm paying wood or clay before giving the reed exchange to John, where it will die. Die.
That's fair. Because technically I've already got one.
I think I...
Randy, how
You
much are you
got
going to
2.
regret that head of the family play this turn? This game.
What do you mean?
I guess it got you 6 wood.
Yeah, plus I didn't have to fight in the queue. Like, I would have been 4 player action. I'm going to be
You
happy
didn't have
with
to
it.
fight in the queue, but like you had to take... Like, instead of fighting the queue, you still had to play an occupation.
But I was going to play it anyway to get the 6 points off of Growth Without Room.
Ah, fair.
No, I'm very happy with it this game.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
the game where I fucked up by playing it, the misplay was I had First Baby without it.
Right.
Like, if you can get First Baby without it, then First Baby's pretty valuable. But here, I was in the back of the queue. I have cleared up the queue, but I feel like I turned a net profit now, and it gives me a pair of last action 3 points later. That might also hit me Church Warden. What TBD?
I grab 4 clay.
Yeah, I'm grabbing 4 wood.
Those were the squares I wanted.
Well, there's a 5 out there.
Yeah, food isn't quite as exciting. try a hobby farmer.
Yeah.
Plant
I
the
made it
vegetable.
all the way there. Hobby farmer bean field. I
Yeah.
guess Nick wanted the potter.
I needed some way of getting early food, and I wanted to spite the fodder from the guildmaster.
Sure. I looked at taking those first.
I will be the swineherd. I will take 3 clay.
Alright, so I get family growth first next round. Which is cool. So, what else am I doing?
Not entirely accurate.
What do you mean?
If Rob were to start player with a helpful neighbor to get a 5th wood, he could build a room, and then he grows first next round.
And if he does that, he deserves to grow first next round.
Thank you, John. Thank you. I worked hard to set this up.
All right. What about? I got another one. Rob start players, and then I draft 2 read followed by build a room.
Well, then you don't deserve it, because then I worked hard to get you that baby.
You still had
It's a terrible use of resources given my head of the. But other than that,
Other than that, so I think I take. I think I take 3 wood here.
oh well, now you can stable block Rob.
Exactly. That's
Right,
why
no,
I gotta
it's
take
not,
the
it's
3
not
wood.
worth it anymore. This helpful neighbors will come in handy later. I need the clay.
You can't have
I
clay,
believe that I
Rob.
will read stone food. Yeah?
Get
Sure.
your wellstone back.
Yeah, my wellstone.
After you burned it on the millstone.
I'm gonna start player with a reed pond.
That isn't a free room. Okay. I will be
No,
very,
it's
very
9
hungry
food.
and grab 5 food off fishing. Sure. For drop.
Major, minor, joinery. I guess.
Huzzah! It's a joinery!
Said no one. Ever.
Steve really likes joinery. By really likes is he will get it quite a bit actually.
Like he'll build it one in like 4 games? Because that feels like it's really likes.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, no, he really likes it. He's a giant fan of it.
Why?
Because he's bad at Agricola.
Zing.
Oh.
Sorry, Steve, if you're watching. Who am I kidding? No one's watching. I got 30 bits per second.
It's on you, Randy.
I know. I was actually gonna build the joinery right there.
Oh, sorry.
There's still the pottery for you two to fight over.
Well, the clay. I keep not
Yeah,
getting
pottery's
the clay
gonna be
offer.
real good this game. I got a real good feeling about pottery.
Man, I really wanted the stupid joinery. I think I had to start player for the repon though.
I think you probably get it after. Like, you probably could have done joinery first.
Yeah, I need the reed to show up though. Like joinery only makes sense if I know I have reed to eat. So the repon was more important. I mean, you're right. If I was gonna get it anyway, then all bets are off. But I have lots of ways to feed awkwardly now.
That's the best way to feed.
Which of the awkward ways to feed do I actually want to do?
Maybe you wanted to fish for 5 instead of the reed pond.
There were 2 actions behind me, and there were 2 easy food solutions, and they went bang bang. So yeah, suddenly I'm in the tank. I had 2 plans. I guess my plan 3 is mediocre. Blah. Huh. Weird. I guess I'm gonna take 2 stone?
Rob doesn't want the well. You can have it.
Right, why did you build joinery instead of well?
I got 2 wood. I have a feed. The joinery is better for feeding. I don't know.
I mean, you got 2 wood instead of 2 points. I guess I'll take the well, sure.
Like, I also get 8 food instead of 5 for the cost of 2 points. I don't know.
But then you didn't get 2 wood. Then you got negative 2 wood. Negative 1 wood?
No, the wood works out as... Right, then I got negative... I trade a wood for a stone then.
I take 2 stone.
And
4 wood.
Is Rob really doing that? Rob, are you doing that?
Yeah. Wait, what am I doing?
Building rooms. I think you are, so I'm gonna build rooms. Get out in front. Wait. Okay, no, I'm not building a room out of 5 clay game. Good try.
aw, don't you want just one room?
No, I think I'd rather spend those resources on 3 rooms.
I like the triangle.
I've got a pyramid. I live on the top floor.
I will family growth with this wooden strongbox.
Yeah, I really wanted that to come back.
Yeah, that felt really good this game. I'll take 3 wood.
None of these crappy feeding solutions have gotten any better. Day laborer.
Hey! Hey!
Like it.
Fine. You could read stone. Fine.
I'm 1 short with reedstone food.
Alright. You do what you need to. So glad I took 5 last turn.
Yeah, I'm surprised it built to 5. Like,
I guess I fucked up with the reed pond.
I'm gonna starting player with a cooking hearth. This will be the game I play cooking hearth. Fine. It's better than corn storehouse.
somehow. I mean, think, if you took corn storehouse, you could take corn and get a free sow action. Huh?
I will plow a field.
Free garbage so action.
Here's Rob.
Reedstone... Reedstone food, really? Yeah, reedstone food, really.
I'm supposed to build giant fences here.
Wait. How giant are we talking here?
All of them.
9 squares?
No, that's wrong. Don't do that. Finished you in 4 squares. That sounds like a good number of squares.
Oh, I'm 1 wood short of doing what I wanted to do. God damn it.
Down to 4 it is.
It's guaranteed 6. There's no way I'm doing 4. I may have... Is that right? I think I do 8. So the drawback to these fences is... Oh, those are terrible.
You only get to store 2 types of animals.
I only get to breed 2 types of... Oh, I'm a house goat.
You're a house
Right.
scout.
Oh, so that's wrong.
House goat's so bad.
That's why I took a goose pond over it.
Oh, you were also educator, right? That kind of.
Yeah, I was going to get to 3 ox pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But I still wonder if I would have been better off with grain cart.
Alright, I fenced.
Alright, all the things I wanted disappeared. So I will take... Do I need food? No. I will take a grain.
Sorry, what did Nick take?
1 grain.
1 grain. Got it.
I'm going to look longingly at Rob's grain cart and take 1 grain.
My grain cart's so good.
I think I take 1 board because there's not much else to do on this board.
My pig!
Nice. Yep, I take a pig.
He was gonna be delicious.
He was 2 points.
Why is that better than 3 sheep?
Because
John has no place to store them.
Cards.
Cards, right? Cards
Okay.
is wise better.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to take the 3 sheep. Sure.
Good.
Eat a sheep. Regrow a sheep.
I continue to just eat food.
Weird.
I know. Hey, it took me a while to learn how. I forgot the first harvest.
Right. I guess eating food's an upgrade for you. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick, on you.
My family growth. No minor.
What are the words Rob doesn't want to hear but knows he will?
You took the clay?
Oh, I thought you were going to start player.
Nah. Not that worried. And if Nick wants to start player to guarantee he gets his 5th guy out before I do, that's cool.
I'm kind of hoping that one of Rob or Randy wants to start player.
I'm kind of okay with getting my 5th guy in round 20. Because
Yeah, me too.
I'll take 2 clay.
2 clay! Rob's on board the pottery train.
Toot, toot.
Two fucking.
Got there. Look, this was a 4 clay offer. It comes with pottery.
That's actually pretty good.
Right, right.
Read Stone food.
Plowfield.
3 it is then.
Yes, I'm hoping that field is 4 wood, but nobody knows. You're all jerks.
Man, this board. So good.
It turns
So
out
good.
Head of the Family makes boards in the mid to late game bad. Just too many babies. Like, last round even featured 1 pig and no buffed day laborer as actions.
I'll take 3 grain.
Seems like a fine action.
It's got to do it sometime. Today's a good day.
Conservator.
Yeah, that feels really good this game.
Yeah.
I would like to skip clay, please. Haven't taken a clay grab yet. Like,
Not
just
gonna.
stay out.
I don't think I'm building these last 2 stables, so I'm going to pay the penalty of getting this box every time someone plays it mock. And not play him. I'm going to take 2 stone.
Sorry, what did Rob, or what did Nick end with?
2 stone.
2 stone, Nick.
2 stone. Sure, Randy's forcing my hand, so I will Reno now. 6 clay, and get a cooking hearth for the other 4.
Look at all that clay just thrown away.
10 clay, there it goes.
Yeah.
I'll
John
build
and
a
I took all
pottery.
the clay and then threw it away.
Traveling players for 3.
Get in there.
A laborer for 2 food and a vegetable.
That sounds better.
Or as I like to call it, 5 food.
Naked family girl. Nobody start playered at all.
Well, I guess if you're not going to do that, I'll just grab a field, plow field. Which we're not wording there.
The number of the wood is 4. 4 is the number of the wood.
I don't think I trust Nick.
What?
I don't trust you. Wait.
What? Why not?
Oh, fuck. Oh my god.
What don't you trust me with?
Never mind. I'm just completely oblivious to what's going on in this game.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
fair.
I am oblivious to what you're oblivious to.
I think that Randy was about to try to build the well, but he doesn't have any wood,
True story.
so he can't.
The well's
It's
still
awkward.
there?
If he doesn't trust Nick not to build it, looks like he has to.
Well, I mean, it's not my well anymore, obviously.
Right, it's not your well.
Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely getting worse at this game. building the joinery on that one turn has caused my entire mid game to crumble. I guess with Guildmaster, it just totally is worth building.
I mean, I think I was supposed to build the BMW instead of playing the Guildmaster.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I lose a read, but
You
I
lose
get the-
multiple.
I lose one read.
Yeah,
The BMW Guildmaster, like, the Guildmaster gives me two read for playing Guildmaster after the BMW is built. So I only lose one. But I get the BMW.
Oh. Yeah,
Right.
totally.
Yeah. Like,
Totally.
Like, I'm like, Randy could build it, but I don't think he wants to. I also thought you had the Potter at that point.
I didn't
like,
even know Potter was in the game, but sure.
Right. Like, I thought Nick was going to take, like, Hobby Farmer Beanfield over Potter. But you ended up with those, which feels reasonable.
I was tempted. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice Randy had taken an action. Randy took my pigs. Because he's a jerk. I will take Reedstone food.
I will take 3 wood.
Me too. Wait, me too? Yeah, me too.
Two sheep.
The rest of my food. What are you doing to me?
They don't look like food to me. They look like points.
I'm gonna take 2 stone. I don't particularly want a well. I would like a renovated house.
I will go ahead and sow.
And I will cloister.
Cloister?
Cloture?
Sure.
Clôture.
Oh, cloture. Sure.
Building fences.
How am I supposed to build these?
2x2. Build a window right in the corner, covering your stables.
Don't think that's accurate, Nick.
3x2 covering the stables. Like,
I think you build them right in the middle and just accept that some of your spaces are going to be empty.
I accept that some of my spaces are going to be empty. That acceptance has happened.
I mean, the 3x2 giving you 4 places to hold 4 animals seems okay.
I mean, the other option is to do a 3x2 with 2 little extensions over the stables, which is an extra 2 points. Is it? Maybe it's not.
No, like,
That's an extra 1.
what's an extra point?
So if you do one big 3x2 in the middle,
Yeah, and then
2 1x1s covering over the 2.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at as the option. It's 1 extra point. It
Yep.
guarantees the empty space unless I stable it later.
and it means you can hold a shit ton of things in the big pasture and 4 each in the little pasture.
In the little pastures. Yeah. And like this is a higher point ceiling, but
Right.
I'm not hitting that.
You're not building rooms as far as I can tell.
Yeah. Certainly not. I don't know what magical building material I'd build them out of.
I kind of thought you were building another room when you had the 4 reed and all that wood.
Maybe, but you got in there, so. Only plow 3 times. Yeah, whatever.
So if Rob builds like this, it's good for us. It keeps our rancher on.
Yeah, okay. Try it.
You appear to have undone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the guarantee the empty space method
Interesting.
for 1 point.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonably sure that Constable isn't in the game, given that everyone's seen.
If it's in the game, I don't know who's hitting it. Maybe
Yeah.
Nick is.
I could hit it.
It could.
Nick could. If he's got it in there, good on him.
I played 6 of my ox, and I may have tipped my hand on the last one.
Yeah.
Also, I've certainly played the 2 ox that you didn't see in the draft.
Yep. Okay, and this like the thing that stays my hand here is it means I can only plow at most 3 times. Where am I getting points from? I don't know where I'm getting points from. Nope. I'm not winning this game. But let's pretend that if I was, it's because I'm plowing fields. That's not even true. I'm just not winning this.
So
Sorry.
I am going to be in for game 2 if there is one, but I'm going to want a break to reset my computer and modem to try to see if that crosses something.
Back to you, Randy.
Yeah, I think I have to take 2 clay.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it?
No!
Wait, why are you taking clay?
Yeah,
Oh,
why are you...
that's why.
I was going to take 2 clay. I took 2 stone first because I didn't think the 2 clay was going to go away.
2 clay's too good to go round, Nick.
I need
Look.
to eat that. I'm a potter.
You get to take 1 clay and you get to like it.
The cow eats for more than the clay.
Look, if there was 1 wood, I would have taken 1.
Oh, do I just spite the cow? Yeah, like I just take 1 cow now. You people with your fences should have left me with 2 clay. Or do I keep the cow? Nope. I immediately eat a cow and a pig for flavor. Not a pig, a sheep. A sheep for flavor. Yep.
Oh, man.
At least next turn there will be 2 clay spaces, and it'll be hard to deny me both of them.
That's funny. So it's John.
Yeah, John's trying to figure out if he's doing something that commits him to a specific line he's not thrilled about, or whether he just gives up on that thing. And I think giving up on that thing is terrible. So 5 read.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Shut down that BMW. I don't have it. Jump on its face.
The basket maker is kind of looking at you askance.
I've got 4 read left.
I have 3 read left. I couldn't figure out what to do with 5 read.
You sit there and looking for points, 3 points at the end of the game.
There's only 3 harvests left.
Yes, right. So you need 3 more harvests of reed eating, plus
Sure.
5 reed at the end of the game.
There'll be more.
Plus 1 for renovating. My count is that you needed the 6 read offer.
Maybe I was waiting for 6 read.
Right? Yeah, I think you were.
You could have taken 5 reed and left me with my 2 clay, and then we're both happy.
I
think Randy needs
needed
2
the
clay
clay.
more.
Now John's happy, so that's all that matters.
I mean, I somehow kept start player through 12, but I'm not happy because it's family growth and not plow cell.
Huzzah!
Everyone gets 3 points.
Wait, why is that good for Rob?
Because you're not going to take it first.
You're head of the family, buddy. I'm on your side.
No, I know. John can give you the 3 points, I guess.
John, it depends if John has a minor.
Yeah.
Right.
So far, John's played 4 great minors.
Ah, jeez.
Be right back.
Right, depends if John has a minor and how John feels about first picking it.
Right. Oh, this is not a great board. All things considered.
I'm gonna plow a field. I'm gonna first pick regular plow.
Well, yeah, I mean, John second picked it last round.
Yeah, that was going to be the thing I would take family growth without. I mean, taking family growth without.
I mean, like, the question is, do you want to hit punch me for 3 points as your first action?
Yeah.
6 points, probably.
That's what you...
Well,
No, he'll still get that 5th growth in round 14.
yeah.
I
so
can't
it's,
stop
Yeah,
him.
It's
right,
3
right. Like,
points
I
and
lose
2
3
actions.
points off the Church Warden is what this does.
And 2 actions.
And 2 actions.
But yeah.
Yeah, I am fine with letting Rob have that in exchange for 3.
Right, like, I was certainly going to take the 3 wood, because what else do you do here?
Sure.
You take 2 clay and you like it.
I've taken my 2 clay offer, I'm good.
Be right back.
I will family growth because this board is trash.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd tempt John for another shot at the punch Rob for 3-point wagon.
No, this board is trash.
True story. All right. I'm not quite sure how I feed if Rob decides to buy a fireplace. So, 2 clay fireplace.
You're welcome.
Offer Reno.
Back to Nick.
Yeah, read stone food.
Two stone.
John gets into the stone game.
Yep, this certainly is a cow.
Ooh. got 2 wood.
I think. Yeah, I think.
There's 2 clay. You can take 2 clay instead.
Isn't that fewer points?
I don't know.
I think it's fewer points.
Depends on what you're using it.
Yeah.
Alright. I take 2 wood.
Like, is this 2 wood setting up the spike fence?
Yes, it is actually.
2 actions for 1 point?
2 actions for 1 point, but the net point difference is like 10.
I'm not even sure on who.
I don't know either.
I take 2 pigs and eat them. I'll eat 1. I'll make room for the other by eating a sheep too.
I'm dropping down 12 fences.
Oh, you can't spike fence John anymore. It's gotta be Nick. It's gotta be Nick.
I'm probably gonna brand fence.
Yeah, I've got
so...
3 fences left.
Occupation cattle breeder.
Nice. Is it time?
No.
No stocking.
No stalking today.
Baby.
I will take a vegetable.
Maybe no minor.
The start player thing, Nick, has been ridiculous. Jesus.
That was possibly the best start player in existence.
I used up all my good stuff already.
I have not enjoyed going forth, that's for damn sure.
Well, maybe if you didn't threaten my family growth people.
I think I do take 2 clay with my last action, though. Or do I take another grain?
Missed. We're down, missed.
Yeah, I take 2 clay.
But off which space, Nick?
Off of the 2 clay space. I'm not letting that thing build up to 4.
Yeah, no, 4 is ridiculous.
Rob the breed.
I bred.
How so?
Wait,
Just plow then? Sure.
Plow, the most contested space this game somehow.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. This board's empty. So that's 1 point. I guess I should take something else instead.
When the third pick of a round is 1 point, things have gotten sketchy. I'm trying to figure out if I want to build a room. Like, building a room is 4 points.
I guess I'm supposed to. No.
But it would require me to take clay and reed.
Uh, 5 food? How is that even 1 point? It's gotta be a point, right?
Saves you from eating resources that you can accumulate points.
Yeah. Ugh, there's no good action here.
So you want my advice?
Maybe I should just family growth?
If you take the 5 food, I'm taking family growth.
That doesn't make sense.
Why? It's the only square I care about.
If you care about food, then you care about other food squares too?
Yeah, but they're all the same. You're not supposed to... I mean, look, I want you to take family growth mostly so I don't have to think about...
I mean, I'm not taking family growth because if you want to take it this action, like, the board's terrible. You have other stuff you want to do. I'm not taking...
If the board's terrible, why wouldn't I just take -3?
-3 points to the player who's in last?
You've said that before and then come back with like 20 points at round 14.
Sure. And like maybe I will this game. I'm taking a boar.
Hey! No! My pig!
Right.
That's how I feed myself, right?
I know. And I want one. It's 2 points.
I think 5 food is enough food. And I agree that you're currently in last.
Like, I'm aware that you have the ability to punch me for points, and I decided not that I can't worry about it.
I'm gonna take 2 stone.
I like it. You're set up either way, huh?
I'm going to take 2 sheep.
I take a vegetable. Do I take a vegetable? No. I family growth.
I build the well.
Leaving behind your spite fence wood.
Hey, look, when I took 2 wood, I knew what I was getting myself into. It was a well and a spite fence. I like how you had both random wood and random clay, so you could stone oven or well.
I'm gonna take 3 wood.
I will drop down that I am the dock worker. Would you like to stockman, Nick?
It's tempting now, actually, now that I've picked up some more wood. Hold on. Stockman. So fencing gives me the ability to hold a couple more animals and 3 points. And 3 points. Playing stockman and then building stables gets me 2 points, but it also gets me a boar and a sheep. That doesn't seem good enough.
I'll take a vegetable.
Alright, so I need to parse what that dock worker does to John's board.
Which means I am a single resource pickup away from
Yeah.
put in my
He,
Reno.
he needs 1 stone, or 2 reed, or 2 clay, or 3 wood to get a Reno.
Okay.
So there are literally 7 spots on this board I can go to get the resources.
And it feels like I'm not going to be able to stop that.
That's kind of the point, yeah.
And Rob can also Reno?
Yep.
I take a cow. Me, I'm out of the Reno queue. I believe in making everybody. That's my mission this game.
No queues.
No masters, no queues.
I think the way we do this is by start playing. That lets us rend fence. This is true. I will start player with a half-timbered house.
Wow.
Yep.
That's good.
There's a reason why I don't think I'm winning this game.
Oh, I didn't think I was winning either. I just want to be ahead of as many people as I can.
Sure.
I will take seasonal work, 2 food, and another vegetable. This food is good. No one can still block my 6 spaces.
So what do you think, Rob? How do you feel about Reno pressure?
I think I'm happy for it to exist.
Okay.
Renoing right now is 3 food minus, or 3 points minus 4 food.
Minus a point because you've got pottery.
Well, I'm counting that as 4 food.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. I think that I'm happy to have some pressure on the Reno square instead.
Alright.
I think that it gets me plow sow.
Well, I've certainly tabled that I need to Reno.
Yes. Oops. I guess I'm supposed to take 2 wood? Ugh. Sure. Go ahead.
How are you feeding?
Resources. Brain.
Okay. I guess that probably gets you there if you eat all of them.
I mean, that's 7 food of resources, 8 food there, and then 2 grain. That's what the oops was.
Fair.
Like if you're eating a clay, then there is no Reno pressure.
Oh, yeah.
You can't even threaten to Reno. So if you eat
Lots of oops.
wood, reed get you up to 6, then you could eat all your grain.
It's on you, Nick.
Yeah, I need to decide if I need to rent here. If Rob's eating his clay, then I don't have to Reno to start with Ren Fence. Or to start with Plow Sow. Yeah, I take 2 wood.
I will eat stone food.
John found a way to get a resource.
Yep. It was hard, let me tell you.
Alright, so I eat the clay for sure. And then I'm getting a baby sheep coming in that I don't have room for. So I think I eat the pig to make room for the sheep. Which is why maybe I should have built fences last turn. Oh well.
Will vegetable, and that goes through. Or sheep. Here's Rob.
It would eat a reed, eat 3 grain?
Interesting. John can't plow anymore.
Yeah, right, like...
Keep the pressure on.
Yeah. Keep the pressure on.
To Randy.
Red and red.
I will start with Ren Fence. I think I decided in my head it was better to fence like this. Fencing one of my stables.
I will reno into my. Oh, I have to actually do all this completion.
And don't make a mistake.
Yeah. That's all I need to do. So I will now reno. And no improvement. I don't know why it told me it thought I could get improvement, because I can't. A little sad about that, but whatever. Reno, no improvement. Here's Rob.
Wow, so...
Which he would have done even if you didn't Ren yet, John. So I would have waited.
It's too many points for me to risk, but yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's 3 points to me either way.
Oh, I thought you had a plow. You
No.
don't have a plow. Oh, never mind then. Okay, yeah.
No one has a plow.
There was a yoke going around, but it didn't seem very good this game.
Okay, never mind. I thought he had a plow. No,
I
he
have a-
totally.
Yeah.
No, he totally runs.
Yeah, like, I'm losing.
Oh, Rob doesn't have any grain?
Nope.
Not anymore.
He ate it all to threaten the Ren.
Yep.
I guess I take a grain. Yeah.
Hashtag know your goals.
I mean, 2 points is the most points I could get.
It's true.
I'm going to take 2 pigs. I suspect if I plowed on Rob, Rob would take my pigs.
What makes you say that?
And I'm a hungry educator over here.
What makes you say that, sir?
I will occupy, to probably no one's surprise. I have the Master Builder. I'm just going to bring out right.
Spoiler alert.
Wait, what happened?
Do you want to play the Stockman?
What did John
Master
play?
Builder hit the table.
Right, Master Builder. Stockman. I don't have any wood left, so that seems pretty sketchy. You can stay in the hand, Stockman. Should have played you when I could have immediately cycled the cow for 3 food.
Plow.
Yeah, that was the other thing I almost took from you.
Right, like, you were taking one of those two.
Yep.
That one's only 1 point for you, so...
Right. So...
My fences are certainly in the wrong spot. If I built them like this, I could take the cow without having to decide how I'm feeding myself. I think now I have to.
Cow?
No. If Randy takes the cow,
It is a point.
Well, that is the world I live in now.
my cow.
Takes away 2 points from Nick.
My cow.
Yeah, I'm an equal opportunity.
Turns off John's
Points
constable.
dealer.
Damn it.
How do I even score points in at this point?
Food.
I don't think it's food. Might be food. I think I sow.
Yeah, I think you so.
That's a 2 points. Guess that's as good as the cow that I was bitter about.
And a food.
Yes, 2 point. Well,
Probably what I should have done instead of playing the Aqua then.
I already had
I
that
will-
food, Shadow.
Grab 5 food from day laborer? Sure.
I guess I'm supposed to go fishing for 4?
Seems unlikely.
Or traveling players for 4?
Maybe he snuck a canoe and a fishing rod into play while we weren't looking.
Yeah.
Could happen.
You don't have to pay attention, suckers.
Well, I mean, you lost your spices from turn 1, so maybe they turned into a fishing rod.
Right, yeah. I had the wood. I just, accidentally played spices instead of fishing rod. I still got the wood on me. I'm sure it worked out.
Okay, that action can't mathematically be blocked, so I don't need to take it. Great. I will get a point for that later. That action is 1 point that there's no way in hell anyone could possibly want.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh. Yeah. Still true.
No one can block your stables. We've been through this before with head of the family.
He's building a spite fence instead, except it's not a spite fence. It's a 1 point fence.
It's a 1 point fence that also lets me breed animal.
Oh, nice.
Like it gets around the house goat. So yeah, spike fence is better than. Essentially, I guess I could take wood into stables, which is a pair of 1 point actions. But whatever, I should just take vegetable because that's a 1 point action that somebody else might want.
A vegetable.
Vegetable.
It's a 3 food action for some of us.
Right, right.
And this board is looking pretty barren. Am I on 2 actions for 1 point? Yes. 3 wood.
Take a sheep, because that will have to be a point with my food.
Guys, I can't believe this has wheeled this long. 4 clay. Huh? 4.
So this game's gonna come right down to the wire. I think John's got it by a hair. I think John will come first. I will come second. Randy will come third. Rob will come fourth. I'm going to run
What was my other
quick
thing?
as soon as the
right.
game's over
Pre-read.
to reboot my computer. In the hopes
Oh, I'm
that
a
it will
moron.
clear up.
Whatever. Nah, that's
Although it
not
actually looks
relevant.
like things are
Yeah, your thing
perfectly
doesn't get
clear
points.
now.
No, not the read. Just like, alright, I was supposed to consider building an oven this round, but then I spent all my grains, so it doesn't actually matter. My millstone.
We can hear you clicking, Shadow. Thank you. Oh, what did Randy do?
He took 3 read.
Interesting.
He's got a BMW.
Alright, well, I'll build fences then.
Oh.
I took it planning to build a stable, but I'll build fences. That's better than a stable.
Don't think there's anything left on this board. That's points for me. Don't think there's anything at all. Yep. So, I do. It hurts most. Nothing. So, Reedstone food.
Oh, that was my action.
Oh, sorry.
It's around equivalent to the 1 food off fishing, so... Guess I'll take that.
Yeah, I screwed up my turn order, I think, in round 14. I didn't need to take the occupation when I did. No
Yeah,
one
you
was
did.
really fighting to take an occupation out.
Yeah.
I should have sowed with my second action, and that would have been all the food I needed.
And bunch of points. And
And I don't know that it was all a bunch of points, but it would have.
it takes points away from Nick.
Yeah, that's the main thing. It kills a couple of Nick's points in food situations. It's points for me, and then I bake grain for all. Yeah, I don't know that it's points for me, but I bake the grain and get all the food from it, or I sow stuff and eat it. So yeah, I needed to do that second action and win.
Indeed.
Eight wood off the rancher, Nick. Not bad.
Yeah. Nick to feed.
Oh, I didn't look ahead to how I was doing this. So the first grain is free. I can do 2 sheep. Is 4 food for a point? That's the best conversion rate I'm gonna get.
And then a boar.
Well, 2 boar might as well.
No, I think a vegetable's just better.
Oh yeah, vegetables better.
No,
Why is vegetable better?
a
I mean,
vegetable is
breeds-
equivalent to a boar.
He only has 2 boars, so
right. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm a little tired, so I was looking at the 2 board on his board and the 2 board that his tableau said he has. And I was like, oh, he's got.
He's got 4. Yeah.
All right. So I will eat 3 of these 4 sheep, and that is all of the food that I need. And I end up with 2 more food than I needed. But yeah, I think that one move is all it took.
How was Rob feeding?
I ate a wood in a basket.
Oh, you've already fed. I was like, no, but I see you're bored. You have no food. How
Yeah,
are you
no,
possibly
I
feeding?
don't anymore. You're right.
You can't feed again, Rob.
I can't. My holiday house, no good. Speaking of no good, my first pick, clay hut extension. My second pick, farm steward.
Oh, wow.
Right,
Wow.
right. I wasn't worried about you having the clay hut extension, Nick.
Turns out that bluff doesn't pay off when you're the one holding it.
Yep. It was in my opening pack along with the stone hut extension and the half-timbered house.
Yeah, I sat on the stone hut extension. I think I took it, though, 6th instead of 2nd.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
certainly
you
saw
totally
it.
did, I think.
All
There's
right,
a backup plan, but yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Yeah.
So this game has ended. Assuming we're playing another, I'm gonna be back. I need to reboot anyway.
Sounds good.
Even though I think it's stabilized, I'm not gonna risk it. So I'll be right back.
Yeah, so my start pack was green growth